I think a lot of times when we feel some kind of way about a person in our life, whether it's somebody that we work with, somebody in our personal life, I think our tendency is to close off. I feel it happen in myself when I'm upset with somebody, when I'm just not wanting to deal with them, when I don't like the way they said something to me. My initial reaction is leaning away, cutting them off, putting some space and some distance because I don't want to offer them a part of myself anymore because they've hurt my feelings or pissed me off or whatever the case may be. But I don't think the answer is to lean away. And that doesn't mean that you can't take a minute. If, in the heat of the moment, you're having a reaction, take a breath, gather yourself. But I also think the real answer is to lean in, to engage more. And I find this the more I talk with teams and leaders about conflict management and how to navigate it more productively, as I even think about the relationships in my own life outside of my work interactions. To get the result that I want out of these relationships, I have to be willing to show up at the table. The 4 questions that I offered last week in my Monday post are a way to help us think through some of those tough situations when we're not in the middle of them. Because when you're in the middle of them, it's incredibly hard to think clearly and to create that emotional distance that allows you to move out of your emotional brain and move into your thinking brain. So if you take time ahead of time to think about people or situations that trigger you, and you reflect on ways that you could lean in and engage, and ways that you would behave if you were really invested in making sure that that relationship works the way that you need it to work. Whatever it is, think through those triggers ahead of time, outside of that moment of frustration and emotion, and make a plan. And then when you feel that desire to lean away, to close off, to hold back, ask yourself, is that really going to help me right now? Or do I need to lean in instead? We need to get more invested in each other. So many problems in the world could be attributed to the fact that we isolate from each other. We have to lean in. Have a great week.